bought into everything that we've asked of them. But certainly, they've had to graft for it. I mean, look, we're not too far away. We're 2-0 down at Barnsley. And I just thought they showed a great attitude there, and that's been continued all the way through. We've got talented players. I'm not teaching them how to play football, that's for sure, because we've got good players and we've got experienced players. There just seems to be a togetherness and a real good team spirit and a willingness to work hard. And then if you do that, the ability will come through. Well, I think maybe it's a bit more in vogue now rather than just going out and getting somebody and giving them, a long contract. Let's see what they do. I mean, Jonathan's been in charge of the club before. He's a vastly experienced player at a number of clubs, good clubs. And his results have been good, so why not? And apart from tomorrow, good luck to him. Maybe people are having a look at it and just seeing our results here and think, well, maybe those experienced guys do know something about what they're doing and do have a role to play. Because all I hear whenever the job comes up, it's got to be some young guy that's got bright new ideas. And you know what? There's not that many new ideas that come around in football. It's still kind of the same. Keep it off the opposition, put it in their net and get it back. And however you do it is up to you. But Nigel did exceptionally well when he went into Watford. He kept Leicester up from a very improbable, almost impossible position. So he's got a good track record of doing it. Neil Warnock, he went up there and took it last year? He took Middlesbrough to the end of the season. I mean, the only difference between myself, Nigel Pearson, Neil Warnock and Jonathan Woodgate is about 30 years in different places, maybe even longer, I don't know. Dave's got they were teasing him afterwards because they said, all your hard work's done great, Dibs, and he got his list out and he showed us all his lists, so he got a warm round of applause. And I was congratulating him yesterday, and he was looking for a bit more, I think, so give him a pat on the back. He said, the goalkeepers don't get too much credit. Well, they did on Saturday. And
so it was all about homework, wasn't it, Mick? It was all about homework.
For sure. Yeah, it is. They're very detailed. We're all very detailed in what we do with reports and how we see players and what they do. But goalkeepers are, because it's a very specialised position, and we have to give them the credit where it's due. I mean, it was brilliant, to be fair, to save the pair of them. Actually, something happened on Saturday I don't see very often is when one saved and then another penalty is given straight afterwards. But I think the most surprising thing is when it's not, you do see it being given because the keeper's moved. I mean, it was a foul. I don't mean if a keeper's moved, but they normally score them. Well, Dylan defied that, so that was great. And I have to tell you, I'm glad he did, because the last 25 minutes at 2-1 would have been a tough old ask, and because they were, they would have, their tails would have been up and we'd have been feeling sick.